So at that point, Roy will take that as cue and slowly appear and just appear at the top of the ramp, arms crossed.
For a moment, the head officer, which is decked out in a black and gray uniform, has a hat with the First Order emblem on it. Will refocus his attention to the ramp versus Pro as he was making it film as he was going up to the side. So, sir, I didn't expect any kind of authority for a full transfer of cargo.
Nazca, of course you wouldn't.
Well, sir, I hope you understand that we still do need to verify the contents of the ship with the new protocols being in place.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, sir?
Okay. Coming up with essentially, I can't think of my own words, but essentially coming up with vague words of essentially saying, "This is above your pay grade. Move along."
I say this is a code, whatever.
Yeah.
I say the things I in theory coached you on.
Yeah. In theory.
Okay. With that in mind, you can give a con roll if you'd like.
Remember, you have plus 8D to that.
8D. Yeah, thank you, 8D. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
I debated turning some of those into power die, but that, I didn't have enough faith in that.
Well, too bad. The power die has faith. You may not have faith in the power die, but the power die has faith in us. 7. That's gonna be... Yeah, that's...
Nice. Nice. If you're gonna be using some command codes and stuff in there, I'll need a law enforcement roll.
Which is also at plus 8D.
Yeah. Law enforcement, is that knowledge?
That's knowledge, yeah.
Okay.
So effectively knowledge plus 8D.
Yeah. Would I still be at the minus D for this, or was that just physical stuff?
Well, we did have 3 hours of flight time. I would hope you had time to take a nap.
I wasn't told. You didn't tell me that you were napping.
He did not. True. So yeah, I guess you're at your minus 1D.
This is true. Yeah, unfortunately. I didn't know it was going to be 3 hours. Okay.
Oh, we were discussing that. I thought was the mic on for that?
Yeah, the mic was on for that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. That was my own fault on that one. So unfortunately, no.
Although with the plus 8 dice, I don't think your minus 1D is going to be noticed all that much.
Hey man, I want. Sometimes it do. Sometimes it do. Alright. Mm. Dun, 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 dun,
Let's
dun.
see, this is when you had a 1 and a 6 on?
The command roll is what had a 106, yeah. But I still succeeded. So,
That's law enforcement. So no particular bonuses or anything like that. Or just like stat bonuses for me, so that's that's 34, 7, 34, 34 plus 12. Not 34, 12.
What was that?
Oh, hold on, I'm doing math. 24 plus 10. 49.
49? Okay.
there you go.
Wow.
Business, numbers, business.
Even with that.
Business. Numbers of business. Well, this is operate. This is operational. This is operational code on Omega 5. Clearance code Epsilon Phasma.
I say, why didn't you roll that earlier?
So the minus 13 from the law enforcement roll helps.
But hey, sometimes it can work in our favor. Now we have them completely befuddled. Oh, what?
Yes, sir. I understand. I'll need to inform control of this special situation. I'll I'll have your landing section locked down for you. So some of the like pause and hesitate as if he's about to say something uncouth. So the unfortunate um, rabble that you may have heard rumors about doesn't do anything to order property.
See that you do. Do I see a rank with all that?
Yes, you see that he is warrant officer first class.
See that you do, warrant officer. Good work. Continue with your business.
Yes, sir.
And then motion, kind of nod to Crow and kind of do a hand wave to the inside of essentially no one of like, okay, move it along. Let's do this.
I will proceed to move along, and once we are out of earshot, be like, you did good.
Oh, that's. Whew. Thanks. Oh.
As you guys are moving along, you'll hear the warrant officer look to his left. Okay, put the equipment away. We're not going to need it for this particular operation. Have control station guards at the entrance to the section. Let's keep this area secure for our first order dignitaries.
Interesting phrasing.
I'm gonna have come back to reset and have him deploy a couple of those baby probe droids we collected, just to have them floating around the ship to make it look, like that they're trying to keep prying eyes away from the ship.
Okay.
They're not actually doing anything. They're just kind of looking like they're looking
Yeah.
around.
But he'll also mention that Crow. Weird how they're mentioning it specifically First Order dignitaries. Aren't they with First Order?
Well, you're dressed like the First Order.
Well, I know, but technically they're part of it, aren't they? Or there's just cities.
Well, as I understand it, Kanata is, and Zinti is occupied.
This is true, but those didn't seem like Zenti forces, were they?
No, those were Imperial Customs officers, yeah?
There's one Imperial Customs officers. Give me a knowledge, a perception roll, rather, Rory.
Perception?
Yes, please.
I mean, my guess would be that we just got some insight into local politics.
That's gonna be... I know, just weird phrasing.
That's why I'm wondering if it was, some kind of indication about how the locals feel.
Completely understandable.
Okay. You noticed that that some of the customs crew, not the warrant officer himself, are Zenti versus off-worlders. The warrant officer himself, however, does have a non-Zenti complexion.
So that phrasing was probably for his men. Still worth remembering, though.
Yeah, it's definitely worth remembering.
You guys are free to leave the area. There are some stormtroopers that you see take up guard positions.
Once I can find an alley to duck into, I'd like to turn the armor correct. Since it's under the cloak, anyway.
When you guys exit the area, there's a bunch of the light is being provided by artificial sources, as some of the newer, taller buildings, which are clearly for material processing into things like Duracell plates and other equipment, kind of blocks portions of the sun, depending on suns, depending on the time of day. But something you guys are aware of is the change in atmosphere. There's a slight tension in the air as people move about. You notice that some of the army guards that are around look a bit more alert. Like almost to the point of being jittery, as opposed to Cole, where it is, they're professional and standardly on guard. Um, Could I get a perception roll from the two of you?
Given that I specified hypervigilant mode earlier, could I apply search?
Yes.
And have I had a chance to duck into an alley and suit up properly?
Not yet. This is
Okay.
like information you're getting just from reading. Yeah.
Yeah. Ten.
Okay. How about you, Rory?
For sense, you said?
Perception.
Perception. And 4.
Was there a number?
4.
4? Okay.
Sorry.
Who else? Okay. Yeah, there's still... Yeah, you know that you have a feeling that there's a few things beneath the social surface that you just immediately aren't picking up on. But there are a number of people moving about, delivering. Looks like delivering packages. A lot of people in technicians' overalls. There's some whooshing noises in the air as you notice that there's a number of um, air speeders that have cargo extensions attached to them. But you are able to find a decent alleyway to go into.
And I will then proceed to suit up properly, flip the hood up over the helmet, and make our way to the rendezvous.
Okay.
Do I need a sneak roll or something to blend through crowd, or are we tightly packed enough in the city? That's probably not going to be an issue unless I draw attention to myself.
Unless you guys draw attention to yourself, it's not going to be that much of an issue, at least at this time of evening.
Okay. And I will praise Khan that we are on our way to meet him at the bar.
Thanks. I was starting to wonder if you guys are going to be able to make it.
Yeah, we wondered that ourselves. We had a near miss with customs. Thankfully, we still had the major's. Thankfully, we still had the major's armor in the trunk, so a little bit throw the weight around a little bit, and
Yeah. So for the time being, we have a little bit of carte blanche before someone catches on.
Any word on the package?
I haven't seen him yet. Maybe he was held up. I know traffic here can be a little iffy.
All right. Well, keep your eyes open. We should be to you shortly.
Okay.
You think we should know about this area? Haven't really been here before.
I don't come here very often myself. They recently completed expansions to their Walker facility and the area west of the landing concourse. I here they're able to build those larger walkers. M something.
Yeah, those big things.
Yeah.
The saber-tooth walker.
Say Crow is well aware of of what it is.
Yeah, that's the ATMT, I believe. That was in the FIB
Yeah.
data bank. Yeah, the saber-tooth walkers.
Yes, the quote-unquote saber-tooth walkers.
Saber walkers.
It's like they're AT-ATs, but they're bigger, and they have fangs for some reason.
Excalibur! They said they are not a cute wife. And they're not the king of Albion. The once and forever king of Albion.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the Bills Rose?
Yep.
Okay. As you guys are moving about and to head over, there'll be a army guard that has clearly detached himself from the corner that he's guarding and moving towards the pair of you.
Mm-hmm.
He's shuffling.
You said the guard?
Yeah, one of the army Kanata security guards.
Eyes up, Roy. Incoming.
Kind of pushing through people. Once the person gets closer, it is obviously um, a woman. There a little bit. She's a little bit heavier armored than the army army security forces that you're familiar with in Cole. It's not like it's not SWAT gear. It looks like regular armor that has clearly been reinforced.
All right.
And they clearly have a Crow would immediately recognize it as a riot suppression rifle.
Okay. I will turn away so I don't look like I'm with the troopers doing something else, but trying to keep close enough that I can hear what the audio picks up. So if I have to feed him prompts, I can do so.
Stealth plus 10 because you're still in the crowd. I was thinking hide, but you're actually physically moving and such. So. Yeah, be the 13 and the
I don't even have to roll if I got to beat a 13.
Excuse me, sir. She's referring to you, Roy.
Yes.
I was wondering if you were here to survey the current state of things. If you are, sir, I would recommend a slight increase in Sonata security, maybe increase the droid production. Some, sir, if you are here to give suggestions to the Lieutenant Colonel.
Can you get her to elaborate?
Yeah, I was about to say. As Rory will say something to the tune of, locals. You're having issues with the locals.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, sir. You just can't really be too careful. She clearly looks a little nervous.
Might want to reassure her she's not in trouble. That
Yeah.
you're just wanting.
You're going for it.
Yep.
Yep. Do I see her rank? Warrant officer or something like that?
She's a corporal.
He'll go for like a body language that is much more neutral, like kind of instead of doing the straight up back kind of tense a little or ease up a little. I assure you, Corporal, I wish to know only for the fact of giving details to Lieutenant Colonel. If there are certain issues that need to be addressed, I wish to ensure that I send the correct resources this way to ensure a expedient return to status quo.
Persuasion roll, please. +4.
+4. David, you said +4?
Yes, +4.
+4.
Okay. Oh, nice. Well, sir, the general populace has taken a little more of a hand to keep the 24-hour operations going, but I do have more of a concern with the Illinois people. There's been signs of credits and items going around to some of the Zenti scripted security and workers, and that's caused a little bit of a disruption in. As a matter of fact, in section 3D, the construction had to be halted for a little bit of cleanup due to a altercation. You may have heard about it, sir. There was the collapse of. There was a collapse of two of the night housings near one of the construction sites, and that caused it to postpone its working. I don't know for sure, sir, but I heard around some of the investigators that Colonel Sal is using that it was introduction of bribed unstable elements. When she says elements, she's referring to like people, as in unstable elements, not actual elements. Curse that unstable boron!
No, excuse you, that is a noble gas. It's that slutty hydrogen just going around bonding with everything. That's growing being the real unstable element. But yes, when she mentions all of that, he'll nod every once in a while. Thank you, Corporal. Any other issues that you wish to report? That I can see if I can take to Lieutenant Colonel.
No, sir, not that immediately come to mind.
Very well. Good luck, good luck. And good work.
Yes, yes, sir. I'll need to get back to my post.
See that you do.
She'll push her way through the crowd back to her station on the corner. As you watch her get back to her position, you do notice that she's positioned next to a black and red comm panel. And now you notice that there are a couple of them on this block alone that we can see. From Cole, you recognize these as essentially security forces panels, like the police phone box kind of thing. As a technician, you're aware that this communication through these comms goes to a hardwired network, so it can't be jammed via conventional comms jamming.
But it can be tapped very easily. That's the advantage of hardware.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that we can. But is there a noticeable amount that's like more than coal?
More than what?
Do they have more than coal? Noticeably more than coal.
Yeah.
Oh,
noticeably more
the
than
amount
coal.
of the amount of quote unquote police boxes here is notably higher. Like you're used to seeing them like once every few blocks. You see 3 on this block alone.
That's interesting.
Looks like we may be opening a local branch earlier than I expected.
Yeah, Crow. He'll kind of whisper to Crow, "Me? I feel a little endangered actually in this armor. But that's also an interesting note. So somebody's messing with them."
Yeah. Once we're done talking to Khan, we might want to see if we can make contact.
Yeah.
Have you been spending time with the conmen recruited? You're getting really good at this in a eerily short amount of time.
What? Say what?
Heard you.
I was like, have you been spending time with the conmen recruited? You are getting eerily good at this in a short amount of time.
Well, kind of like how you put it, when you kind of live beside things long enough, you kind of pick up on certain things.
Because I never pegged you.
I've worked under enough overseers to know what they're like with the whole political thing they have.
Yeah, I just never pegged you as the face man.
I don't honestly think I am. I just kind of fake it.
Hey, faking it counts. Empathy is just as good a face as lying your ass off.
Yeah, this is true.
To the bar.
Okay.
And we might make it to before session cutoff at the rate we're going.
Yeah. Okay. Moving through the crowd a bit. He says the two of you mentioned that you felt a little uneasy just being here. Can I get a search roll from you?
What type?
Visual.
I'm guessing motion sensing will not apply here.
Because there's a lot of people around, your motion sensor is going to be going off like a lot.
Yeah.
I'll reduce its bonus to a +1. So if you have it on, you can tell that it's nearly useless.
Which I think it actually does mention in the write-up, too. But I was obligated to ask regardless.
Yep. Hey, it got you a +1.
Yeah, it did. Not that I needed it, but...
Okay, and I see, Rory, you have a search of 12 there.
Yeah.
Crow feels so much more comfortable now he's got his helmet back on.
High or low, Greg?
Hold on, let me take a look at things. Low.
Okay.
I'm looking at all your rules for the past night. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I like doing that, but every time I do that, it goes the opposite way of the trend.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
That's like, let's see, David's been rolling low all night, or rolling high all night, so I'm going to call low. Oh, look, he rolled high. Or, he's been rolling high all night, I'll call high. He rolls low. It's like, damn it!
Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, Rory, you don't notice this, but Crow, you do. You notice that one of the people that went by our illustrious First Order soldier here snagged this combo. It didn't appear to be a specifically targeted thing, just it is it's the PTP.
Oh, fuck.
Because let's see, you rolled a 35. Okay, yeah, you still had a decent looking person. They appeared to be in the later teen age.
Yeah, this is why I was so terrified as soon as I heard First Order and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, I am in the wrong uniform. I'm in the right and wrong uniform at the same time. Oh boy. We're in a war zone.
Looks like a woman, a late teen, some form of non-human. They were fairly covered up enough for you to tell that, but then they went into the crowd really quick. There's lots of crowd around. So,
Rory, I don't want you to panic, but I think we just made contact with the Resistance. They just jacked your PTP.
Crap. Well, was this essentially the Maquis one?
Yeah, the old school comlink that's a theory untraceable because it's too primitive.
Well, Rory kind of just grew quiet.
Let's go say hi.
Guess. Well, that's one way.
I rolled a 25 on life sense.
I'll also mention, well, it could just also be some guy trying to sell it off.
Well, it was a teenage girl,
No.
but yeah, I get what you mean. Like I said, we're about to go find out. Follow me.
Imagine that.
Let me look at the modified difficulties here. You said it's 25?
Yep.
Stranger, and really close. Because I believe that's also modified by proximity.
I believe it's modified by proximity. Yeah.
Yeah, any relationship, right? Am I remembering that? Let me
I think we didn't look at that.
Life sense.
I would be
right
surprised
there.
if it wasn't modified by relationship.
Approximate relationship.
Yep.
Okay.
It helps I know what direction she went.
Due to the sheer amount of life around, it takes you a few moments to kind of filter it out. It's a little hazy. Instead of the normal distance, you just have a direction.
That's still something. And as I get closer, that haze might clear some. So.
Okay.
Should I be back a little bit? That way to give you more space, or
If you think you can keep up while doing that,
I don't know. I feel very, very targeted.
I give you directions, but
Understandable. Yeah, no, go do what you gotta. I'll keep up. So I'll just kind of like keep like 2 paces behind.
I will inform Quinlan that if Rory loses me, to basically have Quinlan track me.
Okay.
Because I figure it's easier to lose me than it is the giant fuck off dog.
Okay. So you're trying to follow.
Yep.
You wanna make a search roll. You're gonna get a +8 from what you've been able to establish with your life sense.
Tracking.
Okay. The crowd itself is slowing you down a bit, but between your life sense and like catching glimpses of several people down the line, you're able to be like, oh, there she is, and about there are a few people who lightly push at you, just showing their annoyance at being pushed through, and you see the largely robed person go into those roles.
Oh, that's convenient.
That is very convenient.
All roads lead to those roads. All right.
There we go. Isn't that switching? It should switch. I'd like to confirm, do you have sight, Rory?
Yep. Jaquan?
Wait, what?
Matt's the mini Matt used for Jaquan.
Ah.
Probably because this is that same cantina we went to every time we went to a cantina.
Here
from Map Recycling.
Pedro's Rose, from the outside looks a bit run down, but the instant you go in, has a upbeat feel to it. Your ears, for those who don't have mufflers or anything on, are immediately assaulted by this music that is not, okay, this is canon, so I have to say it, is not jazz style music.
I'm sorry, what style music?
Jizz style music.
That's what the music the cantina band was playing is canonically called.
Jizz?
Jizz.
Jizz.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I have to soak that up for a little bit, but go ahead, keep going.
It is instead it sounds like a variety of harmonious harmonious dynamic stringed instruments with accompanied wood instruments depending on the point in the song you're hearing. In addition, there is a feminine voice singing. You can hear it through amplified by a soft speaker system. Though whatever woman is singing is not in basic, though it does have a smooth, almost a verbal calligraphy sense sound to it. Um, Occasionally, there is the sound of a male accompaniment to sections of it. Um, the air in the area is slightly accented by a soft incense. The general color scheme of the walls are primarily red with a secondary color scheme of gold, um, uh, featuring a that same kind of color motif of the first order symbol when you first enter. Though looking in through the doorway, uh, this appears to be the only overt sign of first order symbology in this place. The floor itself uh, does feels like it really shouldn't be ran on unless you have grip boots because it's a waxed um, waxed marble like floor with a kind of chip flake pattern of grays, whites, and soft, non-reflective golds. The only reflectiveness coming from the floor is kind of wax finish over it. You do um, hear the sounds of some chips hitting tables being shuffled around in the distance. For those that can see all the way back, it looks like there is some gambling going on in the back corner. Um, and of course, there's the sounds of basic and alien languages as a kind of ambient background of various folks talking. There's obviously a bar that is serving a variety of, of drinks, and the light inside is it's the more expensive glow rods, the ones that have um, light closer to that of the Danforth System star versus glaring light that you typically would get from the equivalent of like fluorescent bulbs.
Hmm. Interesting bar.
Um, Crow, can I get a sense roll from you? Ready? Okay. Um, you get a sense of caution from this place. No, you're not getting a direct sense of impending danger, but a feeling of it's a good idea to potentially be cautious of it.
Okay. Well, that was going to be a given anyway. So. Where's my girl?
Northwest.
Crow, yeah, Roy will quietly ask, so, where should I go? Follow or...
Why don't you head to the bar to start with?
Okay, order drinks essentially.
Yeah.
Or, no, actually, I'm a little hesitant to order a drink anyway. You know what, but order a drink just cause...
I'm going to assume it's the Star Ocean character until told otherwise.
Because now Rory is just like, oh no, this is what the First Order troopers feel like. Oh God, we're monsters. Is this how Darren feels? Every corner is a threat. Every drink can be poisoned. I've seen the hollow bits, Crow. I've seen how this goes.
As you move through, Rory, from the entrance, can I get a hearing-based perception roll from you?
Hold on, yeah. There we go. Hearing-based perception. Armor doesn't give a bonus, does it? No, I don't
That
have
was
to
Khan.
say.
You know, Khan's right there at the bar, right?
Khan actually has his name listed. He's right there.
Is that the image I used for Khan?
I honestly don't remember which image I used for Khan. If I used the wrong image, I will certainly switch it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Because he actually had a face claim on my bio. He was one of those who clicked his name and it had a picture.
He's in disguise.
Ah.
I'll fix it in post.
He's in disguise as a white man.
I'll fix it in post. I thought I actually had a thing for him, and I was looking through my journal, and I'm like, I'm not seeing it.
I think last time you pulled him off my bio and literally dropped him on the map, because I think this came up last time too.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'll fix it in post.
I think it did too. Fix it in post. Wait, we don't get in post. Shit.
Maquis Special Edition. I was like, Dave's going to download the Twitch stream, put it through Photoshop, drop the right video on it, and then re-upload it.
Maquis, the animated series.
As you go through the main entryway, Rory, you will hear in a gruff voice behind you, though it's soft, clearly not directing it towards you. We have a VIP.
He'll give the impression that he didn't hear that.
Am I the only one who heard very
'Cause he-
sarcastic emphasis on VIP?
He had a suspicion that it's code. So he'll just pretend he didn't hear that and just head straight to the bar. How do you do the
While
thing?
holding onto your mini, press Q.
Crow, you will hear the sounds of ships stop behind you.
Oh, the game I apparently walked past.
That's actually moved further forward.
Oh, that's further back. Okay. Well, you said I heard it behind me. That's why.
Oh, I thought you were facing in this direction. Are you facing in that direction?
I am facing.
I thought you were facing towards Star Ocean.
I was talking about Rena in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Because you said it was a female.
Yes.
And that's the only female I see in that direction, in the northwestern direction you indicated.
Gotcha.
So until the GM tells me otherwise, I am assuming it's Rena.
Gotcha.
But the GM was handling Greg, so I figured I'd wait a minute to.
E.
Okay. The bartender will go over to you. Hello there, Sir Helm. How may this humble establishment serve you today?
Looks at the menu and looks at the most basic thing that's, just like universal. Maybe like just essentially a beer or whatever.
Okay. The cheapest beer they have here is 13 credits.
Damn. Okay.
It is it's a brand beer.
Fair enough. Giving impression, he'll put 15 down.
Alright.
Because I do not want to take off my helmet right now. No problem. And then after the bottle, probably head off to the right corner. If there isn't anyone there.
Okay. No, I think you'll wait for you to receive your beer then.
Okay. Yep.
As she's handing over the beer, so sir, if you mind me asking, what brings you to the establishment? We don't see many of the troopers here in the Dozeros. I didn't think we had violated any ordinances.
You didn't.
Good. We wouldn't.
Just you're fine. I'm just taking. I don't know how to put this in words, so keep up with me. He says something along the lines of just essentially enjoying the local. No, that's the wrong phrasing. No, what? This is first order. Yeah, of course they would. Local commodities, or essentially the local flavors. Keep up the facade. Gotta keep it up.
Of course. I guess here is your beer, sir, and a complimentary side of bits. What she is referring to as bits. It basically looks like really fancy tater tots.
Yeah, to go basically beer food to help it go down. Rory is familiar with this, but also doesn't trust it at all.
You notice that the other people around, you have basically the tater tots. Yours are clearly of like tater tot supreme variety.
I the ones I spit in.
That's great. Yeah, he'll just say thank you, grab both, and slowly make his way to the back here. Is there anyone back here? Wait, there's a wall. There it is. And just sit there.
Okay. As you
Because
are
this is how I
walking
am
away,
in real life.
as you're walking away, the bartender will suddenly raise his voice, and you can hear, just so you're aware, sir, we recently did have a power disruption, so we're bringing the vids back online now. The video, the vid stations, um, stationed in different various places around the establishment, specifically tiny like video projectors on tables and some on the walls. Suddenly flip from what looks like some sort of standby mode that kind of blends in with the walls to that of the local First Order News Network.
Oh, John, first. He'll just nod and then continue moving.
As you pass the singer, which is the Deltron off to the side there, where the band is, there is a slight um, slight hiccup in the singing.
Yeah.
But it quickly gets
I feel
corrected.
so bad. I feel so bad. Crow, I know this armor is useful, but I feel bad just wearing this. I feel dirty.
Sorry about that.
Well, we need to do what we need to do.
Okay, Crow.
Okay, it's either Rena or Third Eye. I don't know in this universe.
Be careful, it might be a crossover.
Finally, somebody worthy of my gun skill.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Well, with my wife since giving me better directions now that I'm standing.
It looks like it's done from right there, right at Reyna over here.
Yeah. Yes. I will just slide into the booth across from her here. Quinlan's sitting there, nice and happy. They'll make sure she doesn't run away.
So, look at you. Can you make me an alien species roll?
If he doesn't recognize us, it will be querying and Reset, who does have dice in the.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is Reset getting a video feed?
Yeah, Reset's got data link to my helmet.
Okay.
That's a 3 from me. So,
you can tell the person is not a human due to like complexion or whatnot, but not specifically what
10 for reset.
10. A near human is the best he can narrow it down to within 0.10 seconds.
Okay.
So
Slide into the booth. It's like lean forward, get a little, almost Gendo style. You took something from a friend of mine a few minutes ago. It doesn't belong to you. We really like it back.
what you talking about, mister?
He'll lean up a little bit so that the hood's not hiding the helmet anymore, so that you can see the wanted poster Arkham Knight helmet.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Comlink took it off a stormtrooper, or somebody posing as a stormtrooper a few minutes ago. Rather old school. Doesn't even look like a normal comlink. Our internet must be fucking up or something because it looks like Rory's still trying to move.
Rory is lagging, just kind of like Call of Duty, just moving, but staying in one place.
You saying your friends with the VIP over there?
I am saying the VIP is friends with me. There's a difference. Don't make me stop.
This must really be how Taldarin feels. I just feel like, paranoid. Turrets are gonna pop out of nowhere and kill us.
25.
Okay. You'll intercept a short range comm signal.
Yay, the ears were good for something. Would your friend like to come over here and join us?
The only friend I see over here, mister, is your...
I meant the one with the
Kind of the
comlink.
realization of, wait.
Yeah, nothing's updating on this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll 20 has shit the bed. Again. Oh, there we go. Rory's still trying to move. He finally made it to the 4-meter mark.
Woo! And he makes it to the 4 meter. Will he even survive?
Well, I've been listening to the local feed, and I'm sure that might be what you're hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But how did you meet such a nifty friend?
He had problems with the First Order. I had problems with First Order. Mutual interest.
No one has problems with the First Order, mister. No one around here, anyway.
We can fix that.
You look.
I am the Mando.
You look kind of familiar, sir.
Well, it's nice to know my reputation is made to the mainland. This is the mainland.
No. This is another city.
Correction for Tristan then. So that's now my reputation is spread.
Are you as worth much credits as it says you are?
I don't know. It's been a while since I checked the posters.
the person that was having trouble. How do you recruit someone like that? As she's asking that, you do pick up a through the shortwave comm you're intercepting that she was asked to inquire about that.
Contacts, networking, knowing people who know people that have mutual grievances. Meetings can be arranged if you happen to know somebody who's interested.
So if I did have some of your of your friend there, it looks kind of old. What would someone like him be having something like this?
People tend to forget that, that which is old. They don't look for it. They don't listen to it. First orders, so concerned with their newfangled contraptions, they've forgotten the analog.
Via hidden request, she will place it on the table, though her hand will still be over it. So who you with, mister?
I mean, for what? Think I look familiar? Pretty sure you know who I'm with. Or rather, who's with me.
It's not everyone who needs some of the soul. Usually more than a pair would have something like this.
Aye. And more than a pair does have them.
So who's you with, mister?
In this bar, just the two of us.
3, if you count.
Well, two of us in the dog.
Those in the mark mode. Well, and Sky.
As I figure out, keep Con as his trump card in case this does go sideways.
Yep.
In the city, also just the 2.5, 3 of us. I'd love for there to be more if you have any friends. We always like making friends. Made some friends up north, a couple of weeks ago. Crazy mountain people with their, walkers and their, honor codes.
Guns. And their guns and their armor.
Their personal shield generators.
Through the shortwave comm, you'll hear he's being coy. Get a name.
I'm actually a little wounded the name hasn't preceded us.
Well, the questions are clearly concerning more than just you.
Wow, no, I meant like the name of the resistance. Of course, we only did get it a couple weeks ago.
Well, mister, when one friend's gonna go into a group of friends, sometimes you need to know a few things.
You can tell your friend, on the comm link that we were recently coined by the Sotal as the Maquis. I believe it's French.
It's space French.
So, Twi'leki, because that's space France, according to Lucas.
Really?
Yeah, the Rylothians are supposed to have a French accent.
Huh.
I assume the accent only comes out when they speak basic.
I think this only comes out because they cast the person who played Alice Sakura was French. Because none of the other Twi'leks have that accent.
That's true.
Stupid sexy Frenchies.
She will remove her hand from the PTP link and withdraw it back to herself. Well met, Mr. Maquis. And it's 10:40, so I'll end it there.